Y'all, it has been a day and a half already. I am so excited that 2 years is finally coming on. I can't even believe it's been 2 years. It's astonishing to me that we've gotten to this point and we've gotten as far as we have in 2 years. I'm sorry for my voice sounds a little different. I am getting over a cold because apparently every other content creator is sick as well. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I wanted to hang out with you guys because I don't know about all of you, but a lot of heavy things have been happening on YouTube and it's kind of been taking a toll, and I wanted to, come together and do a stream about, just positive stream, just, positive things happening. Just enjoying the fact that it's 2 years of putting up with me and celebrating the last 2 years, celebrating all of you. Thank you, every single person, for subscribing. Thank you for being here with me from the get-go, from my ups and my downs. Ugh. I'm sorry, I know I'm so attractive right now. My nose is running like a freaking faucet. I apologize again if I cough or sneeze. I'm sorry. I will try to mute as much of that as possible. I'm feeling okay. My voice is still hoarse because I'm getting over a cold, and I know I'm going to be explaining myself throughout the chat, so if y'all can help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, we're definitely here to hang out. This is Vixie. I swear to you, this is the real Vixie. There is no other person. This is me. It's just my voice is still recovering from the last couple of weeks of just me hacking away what's left of me. Oh, I know, right? We're so attractive in this stream. But anyways, I wanted to say thank you, every single one of you. Thank you for 2 amazing years, over 7,700 subscribers, and over 1 million views. It's unbelievable. I cannot even believe that we've gotten to this point. And I've had so many other influencers and creators tell me and message me saying hey, congrats, you were a big inspiration on my channel. And it's really heartwarming. It's really sweet. And it feels great to know that my little channel, even though it's 7,000 subscribers, it influences and it reaches out and it hits people. That's really my favorite part of this whole experience, is being able to reach out and touch people in a way that really they wouldn't expect to be, acknowledged or validated in any way, shape, or form. And I really love that a lot of great and positive things have come out of this, that people have gone on to create their own channels, which have gotten up to 20,000 subscribers, if not more. People have been influenced by my work. People have been influenced by other influencers that I've had on my channel. I'm so glad to see people that I've had on my channel grow and develop and get to this point on their own. It feels great, and I want to be able to share as much as that with possible. I love every single one of you. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'm trying not to get emotional, but it's really hard not to. It has been a journey to get to this point, and it feels so great to finally get to 2 years. It feels like it's just gone by. I cannot believe that I've had an original story every week for the last 2 years. That is astonishing to me, because I think there's 52 weeks in a year, so that's 104 weeks worth of content. Wow. Y'all must be real sick of me by now, right? All right, I'm gonna pop into the chat, say hello to everyone. Hello. I really don't have any set schedule for today. I don't do the normal convention stream. If you have any questions, or if you want to just say hi, feel free to pop into the chat. We're always happy to have you. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? That is all that matters. This is the 2-year Channelversary stream. I like that word, Channelversary. It's fun. It's a fun word to say, even when I'm sick. Congrats. Thank you all so much. Y'all are so nice. Congrats. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. It's so great to have y'all here. New and old subscribers. I'm excited. I'm incredibly honored to have all of you here. So many amazing people. And like, I don't know if you all follow me on Twitter. That's really where like my comedy genius comes through. If I do say so myself. I I have discovered that a couple of people have actually been using my like I think the exact same video actually in their song tracks, and I was really excited to hear about that. Like, I have now hit the music waves, yo. Like, we're in the cloud, y'all. And I really love that. Like, I love the fact that people have like sent me links of their songs with me in it, and I will, like, I am totally comfortable posting it, like, on my Twitter. I'm not comfortable posting it on my YouTube because I've got a certain way I like doing things. But I will most 100% feel free to post it on my Twitter and my Instagram. Like, I love bumping it. I love listening to the songs because they really, really are good. Like, they're so good. And not to, to brag because my voice is in it, but it's just so creative. And I love that people are using, like, again, they're taking influence, and I love that. Like, that's what I want. I'm totally okay with people using my voice for things as long as they credit me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just, I would rather you credit me. You're totally comfortable. You're totally okay with using my work, especially for like school projects and stuff like that. Or if you have like a small little like personal project you wanted to make, that's great. Monetary stuff, y'all, we need to talk about that a little bit, but I'm always happy to lend my voice out. Like, I'm not somebody who's trying to get my bill, get my paper. That's not what I'm about. I'm just want you to succeed. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to be able to succeed, and I want you to be able to do whatever, and I want to be able to help in any way I can. And if I can help you succeed, that is what I want to do. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And again, putting up with the fact that I sound like I'm crooning a little bit. I am just so happy. I still can't believe it's been 2 years of debauchery and just, us hanging out together as bros, as well, let's not use that because that's kind of been thrown in the mud, hasn't it? As fellow people, fellow human beings, fellow walks of life. I am so excited. From plant to human, I am so happy that y'all are here. Thank you to everybody who's popping in, and to those who are taking off right now. That's totally fine. Thanks for hanging out. But I'm definitely happy that people are popping in and saying hi. Like, this is what I want to do. I wanted to make a stream because I just got off work, and I was feeling really, I don't know, I've been feeling really confused about a lot of stuff, especially what's been going on YouTube. Like, I know that Eurovision, I think, is going on right now, so I'm sorry if I'm taking people away from that, but I just wanted to come in and say hi, like, pop in and say hi, check in with y'all, see how y'all doing. It feels really great to talk to people, so I'm gonna hop in a chat and say hello to people. Hello, everyone. Hello. You sit me. Hello. I know I'm sick. I'm sorry if I'm making gross noises. I'm terrible with American accents, but I was going to gamble, I'd say southern states. No, nowhere close, honey. Cali, born and raised. The reason I got it is because if I'm speaking with an accent, it's because of it's because all kinds of gross scientific stuff are happening to me right now. Oh, what happened to my Discord? Yes. I did end up closing my Discord because I really didn't use it as much as I did, and it ended up getting run amok with things that I really didn't like, and really I didn't really enjoy what I came back to, and I felt incredibly ashamed. I felt embarrassed that, like, I just kind of deserted my Discord and just let it become the cage that it was. So I decided to delete it, and I saved the pictures that people posted, like their fan art. I saved all of those. They're on my phone and in my hard drive, so I have them forever. And I really want to appreciate every single one of you who were in that Discord chat and chatting with me. I still have Discord, though. I am not going to be opening up Chex channels anytime soon, not for a while. I want to get back to figuring out Twitter and Instagram first, and then delve my way into Discord, but I haven't really used it that much, so I really only use it to talk to other voice actors, or like, if I need to talk to somebody else, that's what I really use it for. But for right now, that's really what's going on with my Discord. Is I'm not gonna be doing it anymore. I felt embarrassed about the way I handled the situation in the first place, so I'm gonna take a step back, revamp myself, rebrand myself a little bit, and then come back to it when I feel a little bit more like I can handle it in my life a little bit more. So thank you again. I'm sorry for those who really like that Discord server. Again, I'm sorry if I'm taking away from people's Eurovision experience. That's not what I'm trying to do. Sorry, I had to mute for a second. I was making all kinds of gross noises. Sorry. Again, I'm back. um, I'm just ecstatic. Like, I'm really ecstatic that things are happening for other people, and not just my channel, but for other people's channels. Like, they've been getting, like, amazing feedback and stuff like that. Again, sorry, yeah, the sound cut out for a second. I had to make some gross noises, and I did not want to make them live. Sorry. um, Other than that, moving on. I'm over the moon. Like, I feel really honored and like blessed to be able to be an influence for other people. And I know that my like Twitter has kind of become a soapbox channel, like me standing on my soapbox and chatting about like things that I've been annoyed with in the YouTube channel community. But like the last week, with all this drama blowing up on not Facebook, sorry, on YouTube, I wanted to take a step back, take a deep, gross breath, and just do something positive. You know what I mean? Like, put something positive out in the world. And I'm really, really happy that, again, I that's what I want. I want my channel, and I want me as an entity, as Vixie, to be some place that people can go to, that other creators can go to vent, to forget about their problems, forget about the fact that there are creators who have to deal with their own issues, and be that support network for them. Because I know how hard it is for people like myself to ask for help, but I want those people to know that I'm here and that I care about them and their problems, and nobody messes with me and my babies and my lovelies and my community. Like, nobody messes with that. So thank you all so much for, again, putting up with me and my like soapbox antics. I love being the obnoxious ASMR roleplay mom of this kind of corner of the world. And I love that more and more people are starting to like hear about me. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, more and more people are starting to like sniff me out. And I really appreciate that. Like, to those who, are popping in because they're curious, they've heard about my channel and don't really know a lot about me, hi. And for those of you who are veterans, hello. You know how it goes. You know how we roll around here. You know how this works. I'm going to pop back into this chat. Hello. Yes, I am sick. Hello. Sorry. I apologize, but I wanted to say hi on my Channelversary, so we're not going to probably have a normal voice for another couple days, so I wanted to pop in when everybody was, free. Hello. I'm so happy that people have been here. Like, I'm so happy, like, seriously, I'm so happy that people, like, feel like they're part of this little corner of the world that we call a little Vixie community. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. Like, I love that my lovelies are a community that uplift people. Like, that's what I love, that we are here, we support each other. Y'all support me, I support you. We support each other. Like, it's a beautiful connection of beautiful people, all walks of life, all races, all ages. And I love that. Like, that is what I want. I live for that. And so I'm really glad that y'all have been with me on this journey. Like, it's been a journey for me just as much as it has been for you. And so I'm without words, you know what I mean? Like, I'm at a loss for things to say, for things to do. Like, I wish I could do more with this stream, you know what I mean? Like, is there anything y'all want me to do? Or I'm not gonna be able to sing, I'm sorry about that, but like, I can talk, kinda. So if y'all want me to like answer questions, or if you ever had any curiosities about me, now's the time. Y'all already know kind of my do's and don'ts in the stream. Like, I really appreciate it. I kind of feel like Phoebe from Friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, my sexy phlegm. I've heard that it gives me, like, me being sick gives that, like, kind of more alluring voice. And it's like, that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just me. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Oh, question. Okay. If you are a gamer, what are your favorite video games? I like story-based games. Like, one of my favorite games of all times is To the Moon. I love that game. I think it is a beautifully done story, beautifully done like music, beautifully done visuals. I just think that overall it's a beautiful story, and I could play it over and over, even if the story ends the same way. I love it, and I recommend it to everyone because it's fun. If not the game, I would definitely recommend the soundtrack, because it feels like this game was made around this soundtrack. Like, it's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? I am also, like, just like me, my like sick brain kind of going off on tangents. I do have lots of things planned, as you may or may not know. If y'all follow me on Twitter or not, I have been slowly developing the Crendon Theater book. So for those of you who have been following my channel for some time, you'll know that I was doing Crendon Theater, the audio play, for a couple of months now, and I decided to put that on hold a couple of months ago because it was getting to a point where I really wasn't being able to keep up with the demand, and also that I just found that the way the story was going was not what I liked. I didn't really jive with it. It wasn't really what I liked. It wasn't what I wanted. So I wanted to step back and rework it. And what I've decided to do instead is I'm going to develop it into a book that I'm going to be able to release. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to publish it or just release it. I honestly, with like all the work I've put into it, because I've been developing this book for like at least 3 years now, I want to probably try and publish it. And I will definitely, like, I might, leak the first couple of chapters and stuff like that, even though most of you guys know what it is already. But I definitely feel like that would be something that down the line you'll definitely be looking out for from me. You'll get the Crendon Theater book, which is the full story, including the first 8 chapters that are on my channel that are voice acted. I don't know if I'm going to continue the voice acting, turn it into an audio book, but because everybody's going to kind of know how it ends, you know what I mean? But we'll get back to it, like, there's still plenty of time. And no disrespect to any of my voice actors. I love every single one of you. Y'all are amazing. And you deserve everything, like every single bit of, like, every single positive note. Y'all are great. It's nothing against that. It's just that it's hard, man. It's hard keeping up with 8 different voice actors and keeping up with scheduling, and also my own series and my own stuff. So I feel like this is probably the easiest thing for me to do, is to create a book. And also, at 10,000 subscribers, I decided that I want to try and release some merch. I know that I want to hop on the merch bandwagon. Everybody's been like releasing stuff and I kind of want to do it as well. So I think at 10,000 subscribers, I might do like stationery or like phone case or like, a shirt here and then, but nothing like in depth. You know what I mean? It'll be one or two things here and there just to kind of test the waters, see how it goes. And if y'all like it, if you like it, I will post more. Or if you have a design, like send it to me and we'll work on it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm more than ecstatic about that because I really, again, it's not about money. It's about me showing my support for you. Like, this is me, something that I want to give to you. And I really want this to be, I don't want it to be like expensive merch. So I want to try and look around and see if I can find some websites that actually do a decent job that aren't like crazy expensive. You know what I mean? So hopefully look out for that. But again, we're going to have to get to 10,000 subscribers first. So nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Help me get on that choo-choo bandwagon. Chugga, chugga, let the subscriber train roll into my stop. So those are some things you could definitely look forward from me. And of course, my next series, Guilty, I am currently working on casting. I just finished a casting call not too long ago, and so I'm going through different submissions. I've got the first episode script all laid out. I've got the plot and how it's going to end all laid out. It's gonna be awesome. So you guys, I'm sorry, I keep saying guys. So y'all definitely have a lot to look out for from me. And again, I'm always open to suggestions in terms of like merch and in terms of like if you've done this before and you have some advice, I'm always open to it. So feel free to like, send me a link or like post it somewhere or like tag me on like Instagram or Twitter or whatever. I'm always looking for like, what you all want. That's what I want. And I'm glad that some people are vibing on the merch. Like, I'm glad some people in the chats are vibing on the merch. It feels good. It feels really good. So naturally, I've been thinking a lot about like the future of this channel and where we're going to go from here. So hopefully by year 3, we're going to be able to have that merch out. We're going to be able to be closer to the book, if not already got it out. But I also want to try and do a live stream series. So I want to try and do like a D&D-esque type of live stream with other creators. I would like to be able to get them together and literally do live action roleplay. I want to be able to LARP with them. And because I think that would be hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, get a bunch of people together, not even like D&D specific related stuff, but it could be like a dice-based story system to where we get different people together. Like, it could be anybody. It could be a new story every stream. It could be like a series. It could be whatever we want it to be. And we could have new creators on it. You know what I mean? Like, different content creators looking to work on their improv skills. So we can like, I could throw out a scenario and like other people can just like jump in and, say what they gotta say or try and do what they gotta do in order to get to the end of the story. And again, another thing, just another idea I've kind of had on the back burner, and would actually take me some time to like sit and process it. I'm gonna pop back into I'm seeing hello. People in the chat saying hello. Hello, yes. So yeah, like that live stream thing, it would be kind of like an animal in its own right, you know what I mean? Because it really would take on a life of its own, and that's what I want. I just kind of want to be a host channel to show other people how amazing these other channels are. That's what I want. I want this to be like, I would love to be able to get as much, to be able to get the following that Cardlin has and use that to uplift other people. Like, to be able to specifically take other people and be like, listen how good they sound. They're so pretty. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I want. That's my goal. Ultimate goal for this channel is to be able to force you to listen to other people, not just me. And listen to other beautiful sounding people. And not my gross sounding self. Like, especially not right now, but you know what I mean. Can we join in on the D&D campaign? I don't know if I'd have a lot of, I would definitely have a chat going in the stream, like to be able to, have the peanut gallery. But I think that the chat would essentially be like the peanut gallery. And even, they could even throw us suggestions. Like we can even go into the chat and be like, okay, so I know that there's a couple of sites that do like live polls. So we can do like a live poll and say like, here, I can post the link, go to this link and click on what you want to have happen next. Or like, what do you think that we should do? Like, if the characters ever get stuck. So that way it's as interactive as we can make it. So that way you feel like you're as part of the story as we are. Even though we're the ones unloading it, you're the ones that literally are, we don't know how the story's going to go. You decide for us how the story's going to go, and we have to work around that. Because that's what improv is, you know what I mean? Like, you give us a story, like it's someone else giving you a scenario, and you have to figure it out. And I think that would be an amazing thing, and if I can get people to, sync schedules, I think that it would be very successful. So I just need to put the call out on that. And I'm really glad that people are like gravitating towards my like crazy ideas. What do you think about the game called Plague Tale Innocence, if you've heard of the game? I've only heard the title. I do not know a lot about the game, so I need to do some more research into it. So like Hyper RPG's chat suggests, kind of, yeah. Just kind of like one of those live polling sites that anybody can click on, and you don't need to like, pay or like subscribe to or have an account with. You can just click yes or no, and it'll tell us like in real time whether people favor one thing or another. And if it's a tie, then we can roll it out. You know what I mean? Like we could do heads or tails. Like playing them as characters. Exactly, yeah. So we would be the characters, and I could like lay out kind of like a basic generic story, and as we go, like as the adventure continues, I can come up with different scenarios to be like, okay, so now you find yourself here, or you find yourself facing this. What do you do? And I can actually like sneak into the chat and be like, okay, y'all, I'm about to throw this at them. What do you think should happen? Should it be like a dragon that they face, or should it be like this kind of monster? Should they just, all I'm saying is that I'm not going to make it easy for anybody to get through this. As a DM, I feel like I would be very brutal. So whoever is jumping in on this is definitely got a run for their money in terms of improvisation. But I feel like it would be great because, other creators will get the chance to flex their, improv muscles a little bit and hang out with other creators who are just as nasty. I definitely also would cater it to people who, in terms of comfort levels, like if people aren't comfortable with swearing, I will try and make sure everybody knows, hey, we're going to try and keep it PG-13. We're going to try and keep it nice and clean in here. Or, of course, the 18 and older streams to where like a no holds bar, all hell breaks loose. So I'm still playing around with that. And I'm glad that people are gravitating towards it, because I think it actually could be really funny. I think good things could come out of it. You know what I mean? Teacup, Morgan Audio, Cardland, Sweet as Honey. I'd love to work with all of them. I do work with Morgan Audio on Crenton. She's great. She's fantastic. I love her. I got nothing but respect for Sweet as Honey, Cardland, Teacup. Like, I've not worked with them one-on-one yet, but they are great creators, and I definitely recommend their channel. I don't know them again personally, but I do know that they're great creators, so I definitely suggest, if they want to jump in on this, by all means, it's their funeral. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, the tagline of this entire like live stream roleplay thing is essentially going to be, in case of emergency, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, that's like my channel as a person. And like my channel as a whole, it would just be, in case of emergency, good luck, honey. Good luck, Heaney. Like the Avengers, but for YouTube voice actors and actresses. Well, not necessarily Avengers. Like, it could be anything. Like, we could be medieval, like, bards, or we could be, like, super secret spies, or we could be, like, just, you know, brothers and sisters just hanging out, like, going for a date at the park. I don't know. It could be anything. Would there be an 18 plus version? Oh, yeah, there'd be an 18 plus version. I would make sure that, again, people knew that it was 18 plus. I don't know if I could set age range on YouTube, but I might do it on Twitch if there is, like, you know, age settings and stuff like that, because I do want to try and make this as age appropriate as possible, and I want people to feel as comfortable as possible, and I don't want to overstep my boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to policies, I don't want to say, like, it's 18 plus and then, you know, make it a public YouTube video for anybody to see. Like, that's not how we roll here. If it's 18 plus, I'm going to make sure that only 18 plus are watching. Or if you snuck in, then that's out of my control. You know what I mean? Hello, everyone who's popping in. Hello, everyone who's popping into the stream. Hello. It is good to talk to you, and it is good to hear from you. I'm glad that everybody's here and hanging out. Like, it makes me feel super, like, warm inside. It makes me feel all fuzzy, and I'm happy that people are hanging out and chatting with us. But yeah, like, if it's something that I can set on YouTube, then I'll most likely have it on YouTube. But if not, then I'll probably take it to Twitch. Because, like I said, I want to make sure that we're, you know, sticking to policy, or at least I'm following policy. If y'all want to break the rules, y'all do you, you know? Like, but I had no knowledge, I had no recollection. And I did not encourage it. And that's just it, is that with 18 plus, you can set this stream as well, no, because unlisted still means that it's anybody with a link can see it, and that's not what I want. What I want is people who have registered their birthdays as being over the age of 18 or 18 and older. That's what I want. I want to make sure that people are, you know, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And I hate the fact that every time I do something like 18 plus, there's always somebody saying, like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what did you expect? You know what I mean? Like, it's me. You're clearly new here. And I'm absolutely ecstatic, you know what I mean? I've got so many projects and plans in my head, so many series ideas, and so many concepts that I want to, like, throw out at people and be like, look at how pretty these people are, look. And they do. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm just, like, going back and forth in my Dayquil state mind right now. Not sponsored. I believe that in a couple of days, my voice will be back to normal. So this Friday, you will have a normal sounding video. But for right now, this is just who I am. And we just gonna have to roll with that. I'm glad that people aren't, like, accusing me of being an imposter. Like, y'all know that the second I start going, it's me. Y'all can recognize my personality right out the gate. And I love that. I've actually had a couple of people ask me if I've ever been, like, discovered before, like, if anybody's ever, like, sniffed me out, and not so far. Like, nobody's recognized me on the street, and it kind of scares me. Well, especially not now, but I'm always so, like, curious as to who's going to be the first, you know what I mean? Like, who of my friends is going to be the first to break the seal? Or who, even none of my friends, just, like, as a random person, who's going to be the first to break the seal? And I'm really curious about it. Like, even as, like, I have 7,000, and, like, I really feel like that's, of course, compared to other channels, I'm still growing and I'm still learning, But I feel like I've got myself like a little like following, and I love it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that I have a little following. I feel insanely overprotective of you, just so you know. Like the second I started getting like followers, I like switched into mom mode, and I was just like, nah, don't you hurt my babies. Of course, I've had, the backlash of people threatening to kill me, and people calling me the B word, and people saying that I'm dumb and stuff. Or like this video is dumb and stuff like that. And it's like, bye. And I'm really glad that everybody's been rallying to me, like everybody's been rallying, like sticking up for me. And like, I love it so much because like, I feel like you don't have to fight my battles. You really don't. Like, and if those people pop up, do not engage those people, just ignore them. It is 100% not worth the strain or the effort to put up with those negative comments. I just ignore them anyways. Like, I'll leave them there, but I just ignore them. And I let y'all have at it. Would you ever do anything sci-fi themed? I've done multiple things sci-fi themed. Like, I've done treasure hunting. I did a couple of weeks ago. And I did like one of my first videos, I want to say, like one of my first collaborative videos in terms of a fan script was a sci-fi themed, I was a space captain. And there's also one that's like, it's, oh my God, I'm like blanking on my own video names right now. A Missing Link. That video is also a sci-fi themed based one. It talks about a D&D character of mine that I made years ago, and how she's contacting basically you, the listener, or the fellow player, her love interest. And she's like, chatting with you because it's been X amount of time since y'all have seen each other. So yeah, I love sci-fi themed stuff, although with a lot of the more like fandom theme specific stuff, I try to avoid for a lot of obvious reasons, especially like my supervillain. Yeah, my supervillain video is the reason why I don't do really fandom specific videos. Like those comments in particular are the reasons I don't do fandom specific videos, is because it doesn't matter what kind of story you make. It's not going to be the quote unquote right kind of story. And there's always something going to be wrong. There's always somebody that's going to nitpick. And I just, I can't put up with that. Like when everybody's like, I liked it, but you know what I mean? Like they continue to criticize like the one thing. And it's like, look, I get it. I appreciate the constructive criticism, but now this isn't constructive criticism. This is just you being annoyed. So I love sci-fi things and I love themes. I just avoid fandoms like the plague for a lot of very specific reasons. Are Fridays your usual upload schedule? Yes. Every Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time. Fridays at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single week. And if not, I try and make up for it as fast as I can. Sometimes we'll get, few and far in between. Sometimes my life will get a little hectic. But, I always try and get that video to you. I always try and get you that video. I'd rather put out a video that actually I'm proud of than one that's like rushed in order to meet the deadline. You know what I mean? And I love that you all are so like patient with me because my life's kind of crazy. I work a job that basically has me on call 24/7. And I don't mean that to be exaggeration. I literally mean I am on call 24/7. So like if I got a call right now saying that somebody's calling out sick, or even at 3 a.m. saying that someone is sick, I have to go in and I have to cover. So thank you all so much for allowing me to kind of do this at my own pace and allow me to create my content at my pace. Otherwise, this wouldn't be working out. Do you like Game of Thrones? I'm actually like the one person on earth that actually hasn't seen it. I have not. I've seen the first 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, but then after that, it was just, I was having such a hard time getting into it. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people tell me that the first season is like, it's all context, so it kind of drags out a little bit, but like, and then it picks up within the second and third season. but I actually have to like sit down and watch it. You know what I mean? Like, so I have not seen Game of Thrones. And for those of you who have, I'm going to say the same thing as I did with the Avengers Endgame. Don't spoil it for other people. You know, be nice, be respectful. It's cool to talk about fandoms. Just don't spoil things for people. Honestly, I discovered your channel through Rags and Riches, and I usually use ASMR to help fall asleep, but I had to stay awake purely to hear the end of the story. Thank you. I loved Rags to Riches. That was a one I knew people were going to gravitate towards. Like, it's easily one of my most viewed, aside from it's my second series ever, but it's definitely getting up there in terms of views. And I'm so excited. I hope people still have that same energy going into this next series. It is not going to be a romantic kind of story. It is definitely going to be a little bit more intense. It's going to be a little bit more murder mystery. So, but you're the star. You're the hero. It's up to you to figure this out. So I'm hoping that people gravitate towards that and like it anyways, even though it's not like a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing. So I really hope that people like it. I really do. Like, I'm really nervous about releasing this kind of content because I know people aren't going to gravitate towards it unless it has the word romance, you know, like boyfriend-girlfriend kind of thing. So I really hope people like it. Sorry, I'm like, this is kind of, when I get into a rambling state, I kind of just go off. Jumping back into the chat. I just realized you have 1 million views on your channel. Yeah, we hit 1 million a couple of weeks ago. I can't even believe it. 1 million views on my channel. Like, 1 million people have seen my stuff. Oh my God. Like, people have viewed my stuff over 1 million times. Not over 1 million people have viewed my stuff. Like, over a bunch of people have viewed my stuff over 1 million times. And it's like, oh, what? People have listened to my voice 1 million times. Like, people have listened to me just do this over 1 million times. That's crazy. You guys don't even know what I look like. Like, y'all just know what I sound like. Y'all know this is me. This is as me as it gets in terms of personality. But like, in terms of everything else, I'm so crazy, like ecstatic, crazy ecstatic that people are happy and like, you know, happy to be here. Alrighty, let's see, popping back into the chat. La la la, Game of Thrones tats. Have you watched Imposters? I have not. I have heard good things about it too. Like, I haven't seen a lot of like stuff going on Netflix. I have to check in. Like, I still haven't seen the second season of Series of Unfortunate Events, and like that. Oh, I love the first season, and I need to watch it again. But me watching shows is really hard for me to do because I'm so busy. But yes, I promise I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go after this. I'm gonna like go take a bath and just binge watch a bunch of stuff. You know, take care of myself. Hello, everyone. Hello. Say the title is romance, but not really. No, I don't want to do that because my new series is going to be a Hannibal Lecter style series. It is going to be a murder mystery style series where you're the detective and you're going to be working with somebody that's not me. It's going to be another person. I'm not sure who it's going to be yet, but you are going to be working with a partner and you're going to be solving the mystery of basically a 15-year-old cold case that has been reopened because the serial killer is back. And this is very, like, I'm not trying to keep it like period piece kind of thing. Like, it's like a 1920s kind of, you know, murder mystery type of thing. Like, it's supposed to be very modern day, but it's very much in the style of Hannibal Lecter in the sense of that's the kind of character I'm going to be playing myself. I'm going to be playing kind of like a very Harley Quinn-esque character in terms of I'm not really that helpful, but I'm helping you. Like, I'm helping you by not helping you. So I really hope people gravitate towards it. Like I said, it is going to be a little bit more intense. It's going to be a little bit more heavy-hitting, but I want it to be like keeps you on the edge of your seat and keeps you guessing. Like you may think like, what I loved with Rags to Riches was the mystery of who donated the funds, who donated the funds, who paid for the treatment. Like, I love the fact that nobody knew. Like, everyone was like, oh, I know who it is. Oh, I know who it is. And I was like, and every time I saw that, those comments, I was like, no, you don't, honey. You think you know, but you don't even know. Like, I love that. I love to be able to throw something at you from left field, and it's like a fun misdirection. Like, this isn't meant to like scare you in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's a fun sense of misdirection. Like, you think the story's gonna go one way, but then left turn. So would you say you're the extrovert in your group of friends? Well, I don't know what would lead you to think that. I mean, I'm one of them. A lot of my friends that I keep are very extroverted, but at least when we get together, you know what I mean? Like, we're introverts alone, like on our own, but when we're together, we so loud, we loud and obnoxious. Those are the friends that I keep. We the loud, obnoxious crew. That's the company I keep. I'm the queen of the obnoxious crew. And a couple of my friends are actually in the chat right now, and they can attest to this. Like, alone, it's one thing, but together, it's a whole other ball and chain. The extrovert. I love that. Like, of course, I'm definitely a very extroverted person. Like, I am the offense to everybody's defense. You know what I mean? Like, I am the approacher, not the approachee. And I love that. Like, I love that this is the person of who I am. Like, I love that this is me. Like, this is as me as it gets, as these live streams. In terms of Vixie, you get the very clean, very cut, very, composed Vixie when she's acting, and, when I'm acting in like voice and voiceovers and in my stories. But with the live streams, I'm just kind of like, la 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 la. It's just me. All I'm saying is, like, this is just how I roll. Like, this is how we work. This is how I roll. This is how I love my life. You know what I mean? Like, I finally gotten to a point where I'm shameless enough to just do whatever the hell I want to do. Love it. You grow up, you are a normal person. You manage a night out with your friends and everything changes. Exactly. I'm very put together and composed when I like have to be like business professional. I'm very business professional on my own. But the second I'm with my friends, oh Lord, things change, honey. It's like the full moon in Werewolves, you know what I mean? Like, there's a transformation that happens when we all see each other. It's like, oh. I actually think that that's the noise we make too. Because, like, I don't know about you, but I'm the type of friend who will, if I see you across the street, I will scream at you. Like, I will say hi. Like, I will scream across the street to say hello to you. There are some of my friends who, like, will flip me off across the street and I will reciprocate, but that's just the kind of friendship that we have. And I love them for it. Like, I love the fact that they indulge me in this. You should write a book about yourself and call it The Extroverts. I have actually had people ask if I would ever write a book about like advice in terms of giving advice and how to be more confident to other people. But honestly, it's hard to explain, and at the same time, it's really easy to explain. Like, I don't need to sell advice on being confident to know, like, to tell you what it takes to be confident, because it's, it's perfect. It's different person to person. Am I going to upload this fix? Yes, this will be on my channel later. I always archive my streams so that way everybody can come back and check them out. I will always keep them posted. So you're more than welcome to come back and check it out. Hello everyone that's just joining. Hello. It's so nice to see everyone. It's so nice to chat with well, I keep saying see. Like, I have not seen you once. Like, you know what I mean? It's so nice to chat with you. Hello. It's so nice to have everybody here. Sorry, I kind of went Russian there for a second. Hello. Look at that. We have a bunch of VAs popping in. Hello. Hello, VAs. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello, my lovelies. Hello, my babies. It's so good to hear from you. Hope y'all are doing well, too, on your channels. All right. I gotta go. I'm gonna be back. That's cool. If you gotta leave and be back, we gonna be here for a while. It's totes fine. And if not, I will upload this later for everybody to check back in if you want. I mean, I don't know why people, like, I love the fact that people actually listen back in the stream to see what I said. Like, y'all really want to keep hearing my insane ramblings. I appreciate it. Like, I really do. Hello, everyone who's just joining. Hello, hello. It is so nice to chat with everybody. And we here 2 years later. We're doing live streams. We got a new logo. We got over 7,700 subscribers. Over 1 million views. Like, I'm screaming. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I'm making gross noises. And literally, my phlegm can't even handle, like, the excitement in the room. Your voice is the reason we're all here. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your insane ramblings block out our own. Oh, well, that's nice. That's so nice. Like, that is a really nice way to put it, but, like, I mean, I have a very special set of insane ramblings. You know what I mean? I have a very lovely... Thank you. I'm glad that people think that I have a nice voice. Like, it's kind of different, you know, to have women with more, you know, bass in their voice. And I'm really glad that people are gravitating towards that. Because I don't have like a girly, I don't have like a really sweet kind of voice, like a shy kind of voice. I'm here. My voice lets you know I'm here. Like, I have such a boisterous voice that's just, I'm a loud person by nature, and I feel bad. Like, I'm so loud. I blame my mother. Like, she taught me to be loud. My family, that's just it. If you weren't loud, you didn't get heard. So how's everybody doing today on this Saturday? I hope it's not raining, or if it is raining, I hope it's not raining too hard where you are. We got a nice lovely drizzle happening. I don't know if you can hear the drip, drip, drip outside. Get a little bit of an ASMR going without even trying. And that's another thing. A couple of people have actually asked me if I'm gonna upload any kind of ASMR specific style content, and I kind of thought about that, like, that what would a Vixie brand ASMR sound like? It would be utter chaos, because girl can't keep it that quiet. You know what I mean? Like, I can't whisper for an extended amount of time. I need to talk loud. That is who I am as a person. I need to be able to talk loud. I need to be able to scream when I need to, when I want to. I'm in England. If it ain't raining now, it will be soon. I was going to say, like, give it 5 minutes. Same here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not in England, but if the weather isn't, you know, what you like, then just wait 5 minutes. And if you like the weather, then just wait 5 minutes. I hope everybody's day is going good so far. I know that it's kind of halfway through the day, halfway through Saturday for most people. I got off work not too long ago and wanted to hang out with all y'all because I'm hitting my Dayquil high and I'm here, honey. Also, in the wake of everything that's been happening on YouTube, I just want to say, like, I love you all so very, very much. I love you individually. I love you so much for keeping me in check and keeping other lovelies in check. Like, I love that this community has, looks out for each other. I'm so happy that we have that in this community, and like other voice actors can come in and also feel like they have a safe place, a safe community. That's what I want. And so I'm going to continue to push that, from 100,000, from 1,000 subscribers to 1,000,000 subscribers to 100 million subscribers to the most subscribed channel on YouTube. #goals. I will always advocate for us not being jerks to each other. Just us being decent human beings towards each other. So thank you all so much for hanging in there, and I hope that with all this drama going on YouTube, from whichever channel it may be, it's not dragging you down too much. I hope that, your favorite creators are still keeping it positive and uploading their favorite content, or like uploading what they want. I really hope that everybody's doing okay, because we're getting hit hard, y'all. Like, there is a mess happening right now. And I feel bad too, because like a lot of content creators, at least with me and my Twitter, like I've kind of been on my soapbox in the sense of looking out for other content creators and ASMR and roleplay creators. I'm very overprotective. I'm very protective. Like I feel like y'all are my babies. You're my lovelies, and I'm going to look out for you. Even if you're not subscribed, even if you're 20, 40, 50 years older than me, you're still my baby, and I'm still going to look out for you. Like, I'm still going to do that, because that's who I am. That's why I made this channel. And I'm going to, if I can't look out for you, then why the f am I here? That's odd. Your channel popped up when I was looking for ASMR. Well, originally I was branded as an ASMR channel because that's what I thought roleplay was. That's what I thought it stood for. But then when I actually did the research a couple of months later, I was like, oh no. But by that time, the videos had just taken off. So I just decided to go in and rebrand and re-edit some of like the descriptions and let people know, like, hey, I know and I'm aware of who I was in the past. I'm sorry about those things. I have rebranded myself since then. Back then I was an ASMR, but like I really wasn't. I was branding myself as one because that's what I thought roleplay was. And so if my site does pop up in ASMR, but that's just because I think that's the culture. People just kind of see ASMR as like an umbrella for other things, when in reality it's one and the same. ASMR and roleplays are not one and the same. They're two very different things. But it's kind of sad that they're not considered, their own things. It's because they're very different. They're very, very different. It is voice acting, yes, in some senses, but in other senses, it's a very different kind of ball game. So I'm happy to now know that, I have learned from my mistakes. I'm not going to make an apology. I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that makes an apology video. I've said my piece about me branding myself as an ASMR in the past. Right now, I look at myself and other role players as adventure content creators. So I consider myself an adventurer, and I consider you guys adventurers as well. So that's kind of how I like see myself, or how I see these channels, as like adventure creators. Like, we create adventures. That's what I do, is I create a movie scenario and I put you as the star. Even if you don't want to be, guess what? You the star. You gonna shine. Your name is gonna be on a marquee. That is this channel. I make you the star. That is who I am. I want you to be the star. I know who I am. I'm here to make you look good. Like, that is who I am. All right, I'm gonna pop in back in the chat. Hello, everyone. Hello. Sky is clear. Oh, lucky. Although I'm not somebody who's much of an outdoorsy person anyways, it wouldn't much matter what the weather's like. Content is excellent. Thank you. This is so nice. How old am I? I'm old enough. Old enough. Old enough. I'm definitely over. I'm like, I've hit all the first couple of major milestones. You know what I mean? Like, I've hit the major milestones that someone in their early 20s can hit. You know what I mean? Not even early 20s. Like, crap. Now I'm. My birthday, yes, is coming up in 9 days. Yes. My birthday is technically 9 days away, and I will be 26. I will be 26 years old. I will now no longer be considered mid-20s. I'll be considered, like, late 20s. And I'm sad. I'm going to be paying for my own health insurance and the like. So, I'm going to be 26 in exactly 9 days. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream on my birthday, you know what I mean? Like, because I kind of want to take a break. Because it's my birthday and I don't feel like working. Vixie, how do you get your fingers and super glued together? I thought you, of all people, would be the one to tell me. It's nail polish remover, man. Acetone. Go get some of that and rub it all over your hands. Watch it melt away. I think acetone, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's nail polish remover. That's the way to go. My God. Wait till you hit your 30s, because I drank a lot of vodka that day. Oh, we getting there. Honey, you climbing up the ladder? Oh, I'm slowly climbing up the ladder. I was like, I thought you meant me. I was like, excuse me? Sorry, I misread that. Honey, I'm slowly climbing up the ladder. Oh, yeah, you got time, honey. Sorry, that was my misunderstanding. I usually just rip them apart. There's a real solution. Yes, nail polish remover. You didn't know this? Nail polish remover, man. You take some nail polish remover and, like, rub it in your fingers. For real. Like, life hacks with Vixie. This is a thing. I don't know if you happen to have nail polish remover just lying around because, you know, you paint your nails so often. Happy birthday. Thank you. It's not for another 9 days, but I appreciate it. I'm going to enjoy being 25 for as long as I can. I'm just going to keep enjoying being 25. Like, I'm going to be in a constant state of denial before I have to start paying for my own health insurance. That's the kind of just the path I'm going to choose to take at this point. How are everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Again, welcome to the Channelversary stream. We here at 2 years old. Our child is teething at this point. Has their teeth teething? I'm not sure. I'm clearly not I'm clearly not a parent. I was said child owner. Like, my God. This is why I don't have kids. Ugh. I wasn't the son that got into nail polish. I used to use Sharpies. Fair enough, but still, I mean, yeah, get yourself some nail polish remover. That's the key, boo-boo. Don't let this distract you. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hello. I'm just kind of like sitting here rambling, just kind of letting the Dayquil kick in and take me on a natural progression. So if, like, I start babbling incoherently, just stop me. Somebody stop me. Oh, I think right now it's kicking in because I could feel myself, like, stopping worrying about the gross noises coming out of my life, like my body, but like I could still feel like you can tell that I'm super congested. I apologize that everybody has to listen to me sick. But, this is life, man. Beauty is pain. Pain is life. Pain is my life. Do we have 24 people right now? Hello. Hello to you, 24. 23. Oh, okay. I'm like watching the live count and it's just like dipping up and down and I'm just kind of like, oh, oh. Like that's essentially what I've been like. That's been my mood for the last hour. I know, right? Like, I feel like at this point, the Dayquils should be. You would think that the Dayquil would like mellow me out in terms of like having it, like it having the reverse effect on me, but it doesn't. It kicks me into overdrive and just fuels me, so I feel like I can go even longer. I'm really glad that people have like gravitated towards kind of how I run my channel and how I do things. I really thank you all for letting me kind of have the reins and my channel. I know that a lot of people, it's really based on the comments. They really do take a lot of commenters' suggestions into consideration, and I do that. I 100% do that. I look into comments. I read every single comment that gets posted, literally every single comment that gets posted and then later deleted. I have read it. So just so you know, I'm still at that point in the channel, in my channel life, where I can see literally every single comment. So just keep that in mind, you know what I mean? Like when y'all is posting in the future, I can see it. I have seen it. Even if you've deleted it, I have seen it. Going back into the chat. Hello, everyone who's just joining. Ooh, the number's going up. Hello, everyone. Hello, people who are just joining. Our numbers is rolling. You are a great parental figure to us, or sister figure of your choice. I like parental figure. I'm a much better parental figure than I am like a sibling. You know what I mean? Like a sibling encourages, a parent actually says no. Where do you see the channel going in 2 or 3 more years? Well, I was talking about this a little earlier. I like this question. I am looking into, well, right now, for those of you who weren't here at the very beginning of the stream, I talked a little bit about how I'm developing Crittenden Theater into a book. That's going to be coming out when I get it together and actually finish it. So that's going on right now. I have currently 12 chapters and about 65 pages. So it's rolling along. And I'm also thinking about at 10,000 subscribers, for those of you who are just joining me, 10,000 subscribers, thinking about releasing some merch. So get the word out. So that way, we get to 10,000 faster, and that way I can get to stressing over merch sooner. And of course, lastly, one of the things I want to start doing is a live stream LARP. I want to start doing live action role playing on a live stream with other content creators and having the chat or the viewers choose how the story is going to go. So all is the very basic, generic plot point of the story. Sorry, I had more than I bargained for. Oh, there we go. Sorry, my internet is just not having it right now. My internet is just not happy with me right now. I did just drop out for a second, just so everybody knows. I'm back. It looks like we're running okay, but it's just, again, my connection. It's probably the weather messing things up and, all that good stuff. And, what was I talking? Yes, I was talking about doing a live action roleplay live stream with other content creators and other voice actors in order to be able to show them off and to be able to bring them in and have their viewers mesh with ours and hang out and be able to throw us literally into the fire. I want you guys to be brutal. I want you guys to literally throw us into the deep end. That's what I want for this series. I just want to be as thrown in as possible. So those are my plans for the foreseeable future. I, of course, want to continue to make audios. I'm going to be making more series. One thing I actually have been dabbling with is the idea of instead of doing a new video every week, of doing a series of 4 different series. So it's a new video from a set series every week, if that makes any sense. So like one week it'll be an episode from this series, the next week it'll be this series, the next week it'll be the next one, etc., etc. So instead of a new story every week, you're getting a new series every you're getting 3 new series, and you're also getting, it more consistently in terms of like part 2s and stuff. But honestly, that's gets into scheduling issues, and of course time for me to actually sit down and do it is a whole other factor. So just kind of spitballing. Maybe I might do half and half, like I may do 2 series at some point, like I was doing Crendon and Rags and Riches. But these are just things I've kind of been spitballing. And if y'all have suggestions for role plays, like I have links in all of my videos, you're more than welcome to send me script submissions. I know I haven't done a fan script in a long while, but I have read them. I know I've seen every single one of them. I just have to sit down and actually read it and actually do it. So I will start that's actually something I want to start doing, is more fan scripts, because I miss that. I miss having as much lovely interaction as possible. You know what I mean? I want you guys to feel as included as possible. And I want you all to feel like your stories are being heard, are being listened to, and are being considered. But literally, anybody who's ever submitted that to that link, I've seen it. If you're serious about 18 plus, Jezebel's in the UK has some good content. Oh, I'll have to check it out. I've seen, I love my brother and me, Adventure Zone. I think that's what it was called. Like, I loved the way they did that. I love the live stream D&D kind of style stories. But what I want to do is, I don't want it to be like, I want the characters to change, because I want there to be a little bit more of a free-form type of style storytelling, because I want to be able to bring in new people, people who may not be able to make it that week. We could bring in someone else, other voice actors or other aspiring voice actors who are looking to jump in on the scene. We can literally throw them into the deep end. So the only thing the viewers will have to go off of is the different characters, as well as how the story is going to start and where we're going. Basically, you're going to tell us what the next steps are going to be in our journey, like who we encounter, what we face, what kind of battles we have, if there's any battles. So I want this to be as interactive as possible. But again, this is going to be probably like a once a month kind of thing, maybe once every other month, because of how intricate it would be. And I feel like the content could get us well into the 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, I think that this could be something that really, once we get the ball rolling, will just kind of take on a life of its own. So I'm not too worried about it. It's just me doing it. That's the problem. So yeah, that's kind of, I hope that answers the question in terms of like where I'm seeing the channel go in the next couple of years. I have so many plans and so many ideas and so many crazy things I want to get out there. Happy to channel, and thank you for popping in. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for hanging out with me and being here, a part of my 2-year channel for 3. It's the best. It's so good. It feels so good to know that you're all here. it feels so nice. Like, I'm trying not to get emotional, but it does really feel great to know that you're all here and hanging out with me. Of course, not all 7,000 people are here, but I'm happy that a good chunk of you are. So when this happens, you'll be picking the theme for it, correct? Yeah, I'll essentially, this live stream, I'll set the stage as to where we are, like the town we're in, the setting, the theme, whether it's like a sci-fi or, a medieval kind of thing. I'll be the one to set the scene. You'll be the one to tell us where the story goes, and even how it ends. So you'll be the one in charge of where we go from, how we get from point A to point Z. And everything we face on the way. You want us to fight a horde of whatever? Let's do it. Do it. And like I said, I want to be able to have this on a platform where anybody can watch, so you don't have to be like subscribed to or have like an account with. You could just log in and you can just click the link and watch and jump in and even interact with us if you want. Like, I will post like links to other sites in the chat, so even if you don't have an account, you could still open the link and access it. Although with mobile, it might take you off the stream. But if you're watching from a PC or a television, that's a whole different game. But that's just, again, down the line. I'm still working out the kinks. Do you have a Discord? I used to have a Discord. I decided to shut it down because I really wasn't using it and I was really embarrassed by it. So I decided to shut it down until further notice. I will bring it back at some point, but for right now, it's just gonna be. It's just, I'm not gonna be using Discord. I really don't. I really don't use it that much. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like it's very fair to you for me to have this just open. You know what I mean? Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. It's so good to see everyone. Well, not see everyone, but talk to everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a while since we've been to the cafe, but you're more than welcome to pull up a chair and have a cup of tea or some coffee in order, if you need a punch in the face, you know what I mean? Like, get that caffeine in your system. Because, Lord, the Dayquil is kicking in. This is why I live alone. Like, this is why I live alone. Is this attitude right? This is why I live by myself, because, Lord, I would enjoy the hell out of some roommates. I like doing this. Hold on. Yes, there we go. Hello. There we go. Hello. My stream. Alrighty, there we go. I think my stream is. We're getting to that point where I'm starting to have technical issues, just like every single Vixie Voice live stream. My God. I'm so sorry about this. I have no idea, honestly, how to fix this or what's going on. I genuinely don't. And at this point, I'm just kind of plow ahead, go straight through it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go straight in. We're just going to go straight in and just hope that we're okay on the other side. Sorry again. It's just cutting in and out. I know I'm cutting. It's so typical of me for me to be dealing with this. And it's not my computer. It's just the system. It's the software that I'm using. I need to get a better software, or I need to figure out the settings in order to make sure that I'm actually doing this right. Because it could very well be that I'm doing this wrong. Like, that sounds a lot more accurate. Oh, thank you all for hanging out with me and popping in with me, even with these friggin' technical difficulties. I apologize to anybody. You did not miss anything, literally. It's just me saying hello until the mic came back on. I'm popping into the chat again. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm still trying to figure out, like, I'm still trying to figure out all of these settings, and when you think you've got something figured out, then all of a sudden it's just like, nope. Ugh. Oh well, one of these days I'll figure it out. But for right now, we just gonna work with the technical difficulties because they're few and far in between. And I can put up with them. And I appreciate y'all for doing the same. We've been going for an hour and a half. It feels great. I love that. I've seen so many like live streamers on YouTube like do like cutesy little 1 to 2 hour streams, and meanwhile we're over here like 2 and 3 hour kind of streams. Although I'm not going to lie to you, probably going to stop at some point because your girl is sick and needs to actually be sleeping. Like, I should probably be sleeping. I should probably not be live streaming and stressing myself out any more than I am, but I really don't care because it's worth it. It's my Channelversary, damn it, and I want to have a good time with all of y'all. Thank you all again. I'm going to keep gushing. Thank you all again for hanging out with me in my 2-year anniversary. Like, it feels so nice to, like, 2 years of, putting up with this. Feels good, and it feels great. Here's to another 100 more. Here's to me going until I physically can't do it anymore. That is my goal with this channel. I don't want it to be my career. I don't want it to be my profession. I just want it to be something I have that's fun in my life. It's where I go to just unload, my worries, and just I'm able to hang out and have a good time with everybody and just be happy. And that's exactly who I am in a nutshell. I get sick and I make a live stream. That is exactly who I am in a nutshell. Like, I can't just sit still. I can't have downtime. I need to do something. And I was like, you know what? It's my Channelversary. I'm going to do what I want if I want to. And it feels great. Like, it really does feel great. Like, 2 years. Can you believe it? Like, it's gone by. I can't even believe it. It's been 2 years. So much has happened in 2 years. And it, like, my heart is so filled with excitement and joy. And I love that, people are gravitating. Like, a lot of people kind of had a mixed response to my closing night video, my most recent video. And I know that that's not something that a lot of people normally gravitate towards, but it was a remake of one of my original videos, or not a remake, but a part 2, which is something that I even hate saying, but it is true. It's technically a part 2 of my series, of the video Heat After Rehearsals, the scene partner roleplay. So you'll notice that I literally use the exact same speech, and so I use the same lines. I just continue the story a little bit more, and I give it a more of like a satisfying ending, hopefully. So I know that was something that a lot of people don't gravitate towards because they see the word scene partner and think, huh, that's weird. Like, I don't really unless you're like, been on stage and you really know what that means. Like, or unless, you really know the vernacular. Do you want us to call you princess or queen? Please don't. Yeah, don't call me princess. I just call me Vixie, like, just call me Vixie. Like, there's no need to do that. Like, no need to call me princess or queen. Like, there's no need for that. Like, you could just call me Vixie. That's my name. Like, I feel weird when people call me that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not nothing against you personally. It's just, I don't like pet names. It's me as a person. I don't like pet names. I call you the lovelies because y'all are lovelies. So y'all can just call me Vixie. We're totally on a first name basis at this point. You know what I mean? Princess and her guard feels so far. Oh my, right? I can't even believe that it's been this long. I remember Princess and her guard means Sanctuary. I'm sorry, Sanctuary, for throwing you under the bus. I'm sorry. I made him the first villain on my channel. I'm sorry, Sanctuary. I love you. It's okay. His channel has gotten much love since then. But yeah, it's been a while since the Princess and her Guard series. Happy 730 days of dealing with your nonsense, my nonsense. I really liked the closing night video. Great, I'm glad that people liked it. Vix or Vixie is better. I don't care. Yeah, Vix, Vixie, I respond to both. Yeah, either way. Twinkle Toes is out of the... Why would you want to call me Twinkle? You've never even seen my toes. First name, what do you mean by that? Do not start with me, you. Do not start with me, you. I love this channel so much. Thank you a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you love it because we love you. We love you. That's how we roll here. Is it fun to act like the hero, the villain, or both? It depends on the video. Like, it really depends on the context of the video. I really do enjoy playing the villain on other people's series. Like, I always tell them, like, if you need a villain, I will be the person that people hate. I would be more than happy to be that person. Like, I would be more than happy to be the villain on other people's channels because I know that some people don't like playing that character themselves, or they don't like giving that role out to other people. And, so I always tell people, like, I'm happy to be the person other people hate on your channel. Like, I'm happy to be that person because, like, I'm somebody that I don't, like, it fuels me, you know, the anger fuels me. Like, I was a pretty, like, villainous, kind of a villain character on Sanctuary Audio's channel because because he was kind of a villain on mine. So, like, I love playing the villain on other people's channels, and I love playing it on mine too, because, you know, I think it's more fun, personally, because I get to have more fun. Have you read the light novel, or... No, I have not, actually. I'll have to check it out, though. Check it out, yes. I like recommendations for novels. I do like that. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I have heard of it, but I've not seen it. Or read it. I can't remember if it's a comic or a TV show. I have heard of it, but I have not seen it. What type of genre do I prefer? Honestly, I really do love the psych thrillers. Like, personally, I love, you know, stories that don't actually end the way you want them to, because, surprise, there's more information than, like, I was holding back information, you know what I mean? I really do enjoy those kinds of storylines, in the sense of you don't really know where the story is going. Like, you can't trust not even what you see in front of you. And that's what I love. I love those kinds of videos that make you question whether or not what you're listening to is even correct, or is, like, should you be taking notes on this, or is this just useless information to distract you? That's what I love. Like, I really hope that that's, when it comes to my series, like this next series that I'm working on, that's what it comes across, is that you don't, that's the whole point, is, like, trust no one, not even yourself. So yeah, I do prefer Psych thriller because I think it's more fun to write. I think I have more creative freedom with it. It is manga. It is a manga and anime. Okay, yes, that's what I thought. So I have not seen it. So psychological, yes, psych thriller. It's definitely my cup of tea. That's how we roll here. I love that kind of M. Night Shyamalan style storytelling. I really do enjoy being kept on the edge of my seat. You know, I'm somebody who was trained to know how stories are going to end based on certain cues and triggers. So being able to be thrown by a plot point, I love that. Like, I love that. Because nowadays, no story surprises me. I can guarantee you I can guess the ending of most movies that come out nowadays. But I love psych thrillers because I genuinely don't know how it's going to end. But yeah, in terms of genre, that is definitely one I gravitate towards more. Because I do enjoy being able to be as, like, in depth with stories as possible. Because it kind of becomes its own conspiracy theory, in a way. And as much as I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. Like, I do enjoy reading them from time to time, but I'm not, like, a diehard. So I love that people have come up with conspiracy theories about my series or about my stories, and I love that. Like, I love the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise because of the fact that there's so much story hidden within plain sight. I remember enjoying the Virginia Potts role play. Oh yeah, Pepper. I love her. Oh my god, that was a fun one to do. Are you planning on doing any more of that by any chance? No. If I did it, a commenter actually once described my channel perfectly. I am the Studio Ghibli of YouTube, of role players. I don't do sequels. Like, and when they are, they're very few and far in between. Like, I don't do part twos. I don't do sequels to my stuff because it's just, I don't want to. I want to do something else. Like, I feel like if I stick to a story long enough, it's going to become a series, and I've already got a series going. You know, I don't want to distract from my other series. I want to keep this, I want to close the book on this one and move on to another story. Have you watched The Village? One of my favorites. Yes, but it's been a while, so I need to rewatch it. It's been a while. Like, I haven't seen a lot of, like, I haven't even seen Glass, and I know I've heard that was really good. So, I haven't seen a lot of movies lately. I think the last film I saw, like, in theaters was Murder on the Orient Express. Not the original, like, the new remake. Sorry. I'm kind of getting a little hazy. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, and again, if I haven't said it already, I absolutely love the things that I'm hearing about the horror genre. Like, right now I just read an article that Chris Rock is making the next Saw film. Like, Chris Rock, the comedian, is making the next Saw film. It is going to be a spin-off of, like, the original series, but still, they're making his fan fiction into a movie, and I love that. And, like, J.J. Abrams is working with Jordan Peele to develop the stories of Cthulhu or Lovecraft. The stories of Lovecraft. And, like, horror is booming. Like, Mark Hamill's playing the new Chucky. Like, it is a good day for horror. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good day for spoopy movies. This is the first live stream I've participated in this channel. Yay! I'm glad that this is the one. My sniffly self. I'm glad that this is the one. It's not going to be comical. It is 100% going to be a gore fest. It is going to be as serious and as gross and as grotesque as the original Saw films are going to be. They have assured us this time. I've done the research. It is not going to be a scary movie style parody of Saw. It is going to be a gory, nasty, actual Saw. It's just directed and written by Chris Rock. It's gonna be weird, and I cannot wait to see it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I will go watch that. What movies am I excited for? For sure, I'm definitely, like, excited for, I'm excited to see where a lot of things are going. Like, I'm excited for the Saw franchise. Like, I can't wait to see that, for sure. But that's not coming out for a while. I'm excited to see where, I mean, now that the Disney buyout is kind of the dust is settled on that, I'm excited to see where film is going to go. Because now that now that Fox Studios has kind of put, like, they literally put a cap on them. They can only make X amount of movies a year. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen and what's going to come out. I really want to see Rocket Man because obvious reasons. And I love the fact that more and more, like, rock and roll movies, like, you know, musician movies are coming out, like The Dirt, Rocket Man, Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, I'm so happy that more and more people are starting to, like, those stories are starting to be put into film. They don't do horrors as they used to. Now they're all the same. Some girl in a white tank top. Well, I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, A24 and Studio A24 is really changing the game. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to, well, Jordan Peele is really stepping his game up. You know what I mean? Like, he's revolutionizing not just on-screen horror in terms of, like, you know, a diverse cast, but in terms of story. He's really changing the game. So I'm really excited that, like, things are happening for him. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the remakes like Chucky, and we're seeing Halloween, but I feel like that's to be expected. And I feel like Chucky in this day and age in terms of technology this is the smart time to do it. Like, it was going to happen one way or another, but this is the time to revamp and it's not even Chucky, it's Child's Play. This is the time to revamp that series. In this day and age and technological advances, this is the time to do it. So I am excited to go see the new Child's Play movie. I am 100% going to be in support of that. I know that people have reservations, but I am 100% down for it. I am here for it, honey. I would rather see a remake of Child's Play than another god damn Insidious movie. My God, the Insidious franchise just needs to move on. You know what I mean? Like, they need to move on. They need to go somewhere else. Blumhouse is amazing. Like, they are A24 and amazing. Yes, A24 and Blumhouse, amazing. They need to keep going. You know, they need to find another franchise aside from Insidious to pick up. They need to keep going. They need to keep moving. I don't know who did. Was Curse La Llorona Blumhouse? I thought that was a different studio, but I heard that one was really well done in terms of, like, keeping true to the lore of the La Llorona, which is not hard to do, but at the same time, when it's an American making it, it's hard to hold true. They're gonna mess it up. I really don't think so. I think that Child's Play had its standing back when it first came out, I think in like the 80s, 70s, 80s, 80s. And I think that it's been enough time. Because technically Chucky, The Seed of Chucky, The Bride of Chucky, those are technically spin-offs. Those are technically like their own kind of fandom, separate from the Child's Play genre. But originally it was Child's Play. So I think that this is the time for a remake. I'm very disappointed that they're not using the guy who always voices him. I can't even remember his name right now. And it's bugging me because he was in Ready Player One, but he's not going to be in this, which kind of makes me tilt my head a little bit. But at the same time, Mark Hamill's playing him, so I'm not too mad about that. You know what I mean? We already know Mark Hamill can play a raving sociopath, so I'm excited to see what he does with this. Queen's movie is good. Okay. I've not, oh yeah, Queen's movie, yes. Bohemian Rhapsody. Sorry, I was like, excuse me, Queen's movie. Oh yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah. I thought it was really well done. Rami Malek, well-deserved Oscar. Well-deserved. You seem amazing to talk to in person. You've got so much depth. Thank you. That's what I love about these live streams, is because you get me. You get all of me. Thank you, everybody, for popping in and hanging out. If you have to take off, goodbye. If you're hanging out, hello. Brad Dourif. Thank you. That's his name. Dourif. He was the original and, like, the same guy. Yeah, so it's the same guy playing Chucky in all of the Child's Play movies. And I believe Chucky as well? He played him in that? I can't remember if he played every single one. They may have switched one of them up somewhere, but I'm pretty sure Brad played every single one so far. Like, if he's... We might hear the Joker through Chucky. I mean, that's bound to happen because there's... But that's just it, is that you can't separate... You have to separate characters, you know what I mean? Like, there's only so much a voice actor can do without completely distorting their voice and making it sound like an animatronic voice, a non-human voice. So there's only so much that one can do. But I really think that the Joker was very, it was over the top. It was very dramatized. It was very, like, high-pitched kind of crazy talk. Whereas this Chucky is going to be more of a child talking. So it's creepier in the sense of, like, it's supposed to be kind of like a child talking to you, as opposed to, like, a raving lunatic. So hopefully, I'm sure we'll hear the laugh. Everybody is, like, interested to hear how he's gonna laugh, because they're gonna, like, because I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, look, it's the Joker laugh. But it's like, come on, guys. He's done the Killing Joke. He's done his time with the Joker. Let him move on. Let him have this. He's busy with Star Wars. Let him have a hobby. You know what I mean? Like, I will still go see this movie. And I support Mark Hamill all the way. Mark Hamill's just a sweet little human being. Like, he's a sweet little nugget. He's a gem of a human being. We need more werewolf movies. We don't really have any werewolf movies, huh? We don't really have that. We've been getting a lot of vampire movies. We're getting a lot of, like, lore movies lately. Like, I know, American Horror Story is, like, doing 1983? Which is, I think, about, slasher flicks? I'm not 100% sure. We're getting a lot of remakes, though. We're getting a lot of remakes, which I think certain films, yeah, make sense. But for the majority of them, I just think people are just being lazy. I will recommend, though, if anybody's interested in, like, looking for a good movie to, like, binge this weekend, I would definitely recommend 8th Grade. The movie 8th Grade, the one by Bo Burnham. It is really, it's really well done. I would definitely recommend that. Sleepaway Camp. I don't know. I guess it would have to depend on the director. You know what I mean? It really, like, the right movie depends on the right director. That's what makes the movie. I do believe a cast also really helps, but without the right production crew, you can have the best actors in the world. Like, you can have Disney's cast for Lion King, but if you have the wrong director, the whole thing's just gonna... No actor can save... no one actor can save an entire movie or an entire franchise. It takes a team. So, I definitely think that with the right director, anything is possible. Like, James Wan, he's doing things. Like, he is doing things. But I'm also loving that celebrities are starting to pop into, like, the indie scene. You know what I mean? Like, they're starting to pop in to make their own movies or, like, star in independent movies or Netflix movies. So they're starting to take steps away from the big screen and go into, I guess, a more modern way of looking at movies. Like, soon we're all going to be wearing VR headsets as premieres, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to have to leave the house to go to a movie theater to watch a premiere event, you know what I mean? We're going to be able to do it from home. Jim Carrey is saving, the video game franchise, the Nintendo franchise films, I'm praying for you. Detective Pikachu I heard was really good, but I am praying for y'all with Sonic. I'm not the biggest Sonic fan in the first place. If I were to pick a character, it would be Rouge. I love her. She is my girl. But, like, I'm not really into the franchise as a lot of people are. Or at least not as in-depth as Pokemon. So, I'm praying for y'all. I am praying for y'all. The live-action Lion King, John Farvo? Yeah, Farvo. I definitely think that with a solid director, considering the cast it is, and with Disney being a live action, I think this is going to be big. I think it's going to be great. I'm really interested to see how, with two R&B stars, like Childish Gambino and Beyonce, what the songs are going to be like. You know what I mean? Like, are they going to stick to the classic Disney style, or are they going to give it more of a hip-hop flair like they did with, like an R&B flair like what they did with Aladdin? You know what I mean? Like, they gave it more of a kind of a dance vibe to it, as opposed to like a musical Broadway style number or a musical style number, which I'm not mad about. Like, I'm totally not mad about. I'm just curious to see how they're going to do it. What do you... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like catching up with the chats right now. They brought a new designer into to remake the Sonic for the movie. I was like, yeah, I heard about that. Thank God, right? Like, Jesus. They needed that. Like, they're gonna need that, because what they came out with was horrifying. I love it. Like, there's that meme floating around that they're like, Nintendo secretly making the Super Mario Bros. The Super Mario, wow, I just blinked on the name. Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Like, they're gonna try and bring all the characters together. Which, honestly, a quote-unquote live-action Metroid, or not, yeah, live-action Metroid, I'm here for that. 100% here for that. We need more femme fatale superheroes in the forefront. Like, that's what we need. Don't get me wrong, I'm super happy to see all these, movies coming out, but I need more women in the spotlight. Need to see my ladies. Like, Captain Marvel was great. Wonder Woman, great. Let's keep that going. More. I need more of that. I need more empowerment. Like, that's what I need. It fuels me. Feminism! Sorry. I'm just kind of like on my soapbox over here. I'll get off. Sorry. Pass on the soapbox to somebody else. Oh my God. I'm so excited with where movies are going nowadays. I'm really excited because people are starting to kind of delve into the more nerd stories. You know what I mean? Like, all the stories that people used to make fun of for, like, oh, like, nobody would ever make that into a film. Like, that wouldn't sell. Now look at it. You know what I mean? Like, that was 5 years ago. Now look at where we are. Like, I love it. Like, I love the fact that this community has taken over. And it's not like a community that people look down their nose at. You know what I mean? Like, people are here for it and they're supportive of it. Like, I love it. Okay, Batwoman, though, as Ruby Rose. Oof, that's so girl. Yes, that was Ruby Rose as Batwoman is the best choice anybody could have ever made, ever. 100% that was the best choice. I will 100% support that. Like, if she ends up starring in her own movie, I will support that 100%. Ruby Rose as Batwoman is the right choice for so many reasons. and I will support her every single step of the way. Like, I love that that is who they chose, because honestly, knowing who Batwoman is, like in the storyline that they're portraying, she's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, she's absolutely perfect. And I believe that I think that that's a good representation to have as, like, Batwoman, because a lot of people are so particular about where, like, you know, superheroes, you know what I mean? They're so particular. Like, they have to look a certain way. They have to be this certain way. Like, no, they don't. Like, and in terms of hitting, like, the right marks, Ruby Rose hits every single one of those tick boxes. Like, I know that people are freaking out because Robert Pattinson is up for Batman. And it's like, God, can't Batman just get a break? You know what I mean? Like, haven't we done that franchise enough? Like, can't we just let that rest? I'm nervous for the comic book community. I am praying for the X-Men franchise. Like, for you X-Meners, I am praying for you. Like, let my fellow mutants, I am praying for you, because I know that that's what Disney wanted with that buyout, was the last assets of Fox had with, you know, the X-Men franchise. So now that Avengers has kind of been tucked away for now, guess what franchise is going to be booming through next? So I'm really praying that X-Men doesn't do us dirty. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they don't do us dirty. I'm kind of holding my breath for Dark Phoenix. Like, I'm kind of holding my breath for it, but I know that, you know, people jumping on the superhero bandwagon, I'm praying for y'all. There's a lot of, you know, naysayers and stuff like that, and especially Steven Spielberg. He's been so outspoken about so many things, and it's like, we get it, Steven Spielberg, okay? You made the one movie, and, like, we get it. Like, he's real old school, but a lot of these old school directors are really upset about how easy it is to make movies nowadays, and how easy it is for movies to get seen nowadays. Like, they're so angry about that, and honestly, it fuels me. That kind of bitterness, it fuels me. Because it's like, look, dude, this is the future. You know what I mean? Like, this is how things are going to go, whether you like it or not. So you might as well jump on board with it. Or we gonna leave you behind. Like, Steven Spielberg, who? Spider-Man all the way. Ooh, that's another franchise I'm praying for you for. Into the Spider-Verse was really good, but that's another franchise I'm praying on you guys for. Yeah, Fantastic Four, that's gonna be coming back around. Again, I'm praying for y'all. I hope they're good. I hope they're good, because we deserve it. After everything we've been through, we deserve it. I'm real excited. Like, film is popping off in many different ways. I'm both excited and praying. Like, I really am loving how things have been changing. But most of all, what I love the most is I love how people are starting to realize what crap award shows are, and how little the Oscars really mean to the film industry. Like, I love that people are starting to realize that it doesn't matter. Like, who cares about like, you know, I really do believe that there's some award shows like that really make sense. Like the Screen Actors Guild, the Directors Guild, like those guild awards, those have some kind of weight to them. But I love that, you know, industry juggernauts like the Oscars are being called out for their such narrow-minded thinking. And I'm so glad that more and more people, like younger people, who are taking over the industry and literally ripping the wool out from old school directors such as Steven Spielberg, that are like, hello, what about this? That is why I am loving the industry currently. That is why I got into the industry. It was because I love that. I love the fact that finally we're taking over. old school, we is good for the industry. I mean, we have both. Like, we definitely use both. And there's always going to be old school. There's always going to be some sense of, like, people still use film to, you know, record movies. Some people still stick to the old school stuff, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that we can't evolve, you know what I mean? Like, things are going to change, and people need to accept that. And if they want to stick with the old way, then that's their decision. But don't be knocking other people for trying something new, you know what I mean? Like, don't, just because you are so used to one thing doesn't mean that someone else won't get a different result trying something else. That's what I don't understand. Like, why does it matter? You know what I mean? Like, a movie's being made. Why does it matter how it gets made? Yeah, award shows are fun. I'm glad that they're finally starting to kind of come around in the sense of, you know, actual people starting to realize what the Oscars actually are. But that's what I love about, you know, there's pros and cons to everything, but at the same time, we can't progress without everybody. You know what I mean? Like, we can't progress if people aren't willing to progress. And I'm sad, you know, like, there are, like, movies like Princess and the Frog that Disney did its old school style animation on, and it did successfully well. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so well done. The animation was great and made me very nostalgic as somebody who grew up with that. And, like, yeah, there are a lot of films where CGI just does not do it any justice. You know what I mean? Like, there's some films that just, they don't do it the justice that they were looking for. Whereas in this sense, that there are some things like that, and of course there are a lot of, of course it's a situational thing, but for me, I'm always somebody that, you know, as somebody who is a YouTuber, is going to be looking into adapting as much as I can. And because if I don't change, then I get left behind. And that's the beauty of technology, is that it's evolving, but it's evolving at our pace. And it's evolving in a way that we can keep up with it. And in the industry, I'm excited to see where movies are going to go. Like, 5 years ago, it was vastly different than what we've got now. So can you imagine in the next 5 years, maybe even 3? Hell, we might even get rid of movie theaters altogether. Like, it's crazy to think. Sorry, I've just been kind of like rambling on. Oh my, whew. Alrighty, lovelies. I'm starting to get to the point where the dayquil's starting to, you see what I mean? Starting to wear off. So I'm going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for 2 years of this. I absolutely cannot thank every single one of you enough. You're all beautiful. You're all lovely. You're all talented. You're all wonderful. You're all successful. You're all beautiful. I hope I said that twice. And I will definitely be seeing you when my voice is better and when I'm a little bit more cohesive. I promise you that there will be another live stream, and it will not be me met it out of my mind. It will be me as cohesive as possible. Still same personality, same dial set to 7 as per usual. We gonna crank it and we gonna keep it there. I'm gonna go take a nap after I take a bath. So I hope everybody does as well. I hope people either take a bath or treat themselves, get some Chipotle, get some food, treat yourself. You deserve it. You know what I mean? Just take a day for you. You deserve it. I hope every single one of you has a great weekend. Thank you all so friggin' much for over 7,000 subscribers, over 1 million views, and 2 years of me. Like, y'all put up with me. Like, I really don't want to get emotional, and I'm probably going to cut it off before I do, but thank you. Seriously and truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, you have made this journey so worth it. Every single one of you has made this journey so 100% worth it. It's worth every stress, every single time I feel like I have to push myself through these kinds of moments where I'm sick. It's worth every single headache. It's worth every single stress. It makes me feel like I have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me feel like I have a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Thank you for giving me that. And thank you for continuing to give me that. There it goes. Because, and I hope that I can continue to bring to you the content that you expect, the kick-ass content that you expect. Excuse me. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you all for everything. And I will see you all. Ooh, my goodness, excuse me. I will see you all in the next stream. Bye, lovelies.